The end is nigh, the man shouted. Is there still time for hot chocolate? Riley asked. The end is nigh, man blinked. Maybe. I don't know.
Thank you for coming and being a part of my audience for the presentation of Will Humanity End Itself? For starters, we have a representation of what Washington, D.C. or any capital could look like in the event of a nuclear attack. So, for starters, the end of the world or apocalypse is an event involving destruction or damage on a catastrophic scale, and that was from the Oxford Dictionary. The first type of warfare that the world could be ended by humanity's hand would be biological warfare, and that can be defined as warfare using bacteria, viruses, toxins, and others as a means to destroy people, animals, or food supplies. This can be delivered through aerosols, explosives, and it can be injected into food and also into the water supply. And one way that you can better prepare yourself in the event of biological warfare would be masks, vaccinations, also antibiotics, which would also be the best for prevention of biowarfare. And then next you have nuclear warfare, and that can be defined as war that uses nuclear weapons to inflict damage to enemies. This could happen as just something as simple as political leaders having a disagreement or potentially not coming to a peaceful conclusion. A good current example of this would be the US and its relationship with Russia and also Korea of the northern variety. In the event of a nuclear attack, you would want to seek shelter underground, create, they're called bug out kits, with food, water, and clothes. And if you are exposed to nuclear radiation, it's recommended to wash yourself as quickly as you can. Only use shampoo, not conditioner, because that can actually bind the nuclear radiation particles to you, thus creating more of a problem. And then probably the biggest one, or most likely to potentially happen, would be global warming. It's currently an issue, but definitely has the possibility of becoming worse. All but one of the 16 hottest years in NASA's hottest 130 years have happened since the year 2000. And this can be seen as, or by constant shrinking of the glaciers worldwide that was found through NASA. And by using renewable energy and avoiding fossil fuels, we can actually help reduce global rise in temperatures and hopefully nip global warming in the bud. And Earth still has plenty to offer. Really, the general public just has to caring about this. And as long as we're not acting foolishly or not actually thinking about the planet's well-being, we can potentially reverse or just slow down the effects that we have already started to cause. It's always smart to prepare for worst case scenario. So in the event of like nuclear warfare, for example, you could still create those supply kits, have a plan in the event of it happening, seeking shelter, just having a plan for that. And then biological warfare, I know it sounds kind of cliche, but it could be prevented with just everyone caring about each other and not wanting to spread harm or have cruel intent. Thank you.